Our friend Goldie is here. Goldie says, hi there, lovely people. Hello and good morning, lovely Goldie. Although I know it's no longer morning for you. I'm going to bring up I got to remember to talk louder in the morning. It does not come naturally to me. Bringing up the desktop so I can see any comments. I don't have to squint at the phone.
What does strength mean to you?
Sorry, guys. As I mentioned before, I am now forced to endure watching my own ad to watch my live stream, and I don't even get paid for it. However, I worked to get here. Our friend Jace says, good morning, Eric. Good morning, Goldie. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Jace. And it's funny that I said that, watching an ad, watching my own ad on my channel. And I worked to get here, because that brings us into verse 64, which probably has the most of the Tao Te Ching, probably has the most famous line in the Tao by far. And let's read it and let's get there. What is at rest is easily managed. What is not yet manifest is easy to prevent. The brittle is easily shattered. The small is easily scattered. Act before things exist. Manage before there is disorder. Remember, a tree that fills a man's embrace grows from seedling. A tower 9 stories high starts with 1 brick. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Act and destroy it. Grasp it and lose it. The sage does not act, and so is not defeated. He does not grasp, and therefore does not lose. People usually fail when they are on the verge of success. So give as much care to the end as to the beginning. Then there will be no failure. The sage does not treasure what is difficult to attain. He does not collect precious things. He learns to not hold on to ideas. He helps the 10,000 things find their own nature, but does not venture to lead them by the nose. So, obviously, the most famous line is, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Although it's often sort of mistranslated, that we think of it as a journey of 1,000 miles, and it begins with a single step. However, what the Tao is asking is to be a little more subtle. Don't think of it as a journey of 1,000 miles. It's always a journey to now. If we're focused on that end result, then we are always focused on an end result, and we miss the fact of what's happening right now. And when we miss that, then we don't perceive the subtle shifts of energy that might be happening. If we are focused away from this moment itself, upon the 1,000 miles, on the 1,000th mile, or the 9,999 miles, then we don't see those energetic shifts and patterns that are happening right now that might make the journey more difficult. Everything happens now. That's where the focus lies. So it's good to have an idea where we might be going, where we would like to go. The focus is always on this moment and this moment alone, because truly that's all we have. All we have. I can guarantee you that when I was given the gift of sobriety, of not drinking, I didn't think, wow, I'm not going to drink for the next 20 years, for the next 25 years, for whenever. I wonder if I can do that. How can I stay sober for the rest of my life? What a huge and difficult, if not impossible task. But here's what I was known by giving that gift. I was sober right now, this moment. And the next moment will take care of itself from that position of sobriety, from that position of gratefulness itself. Goldie mentioned this yesterday, the gift of being grateful. How everything, I think it was yesterday, right? Everything stems from that. That Life flows from that state of gracefulness. However, we have to focus on what we're grateful for right now, in this moment. To say that I was grateful for something in the past is nice, can even be useful. To say that I will be grateful for something that doesn't exist yet, but might come in time, is another wonderful goal. However, the only thing that we can truly be grateful for is what we have right now, and what we have right now has been manifested from the past. So that's verse 64, guys. We have 17 more to go. And we have worked through all 81 verses of the Tao Te Ching. How's everyone doing? What is new for today? I'm sure Goldie is at work already. Jace got in his workout and led a good group of people. And I just brought his live stream up again. I was there this morning, as was Goldie and our friend Lee and Optimum and Sabine. That Jay said 66 people watching, 35 likes, and he's at 540 subscribers. He's broken that halfway mark, getting to 1K. It's only not even a matter of time. It's a foregone conclusion. But Jace puts in the work every day. Every day. He makes another connection. He helps another person. I just saw Jace. Would you please guess my views I had today? What I see, because I still have your live stream up, even though you finished, 66 says 66 watching now, 35 subscribers or 35 likes, 540 subscribers. As I was saying, wow, 3,340 are the views. Oh, you know what? I didn't see the views. I saw the watch, people who are watching. It was 66 watching, so it was 3,340 views. Man, that is absolutely awesome. That's how to do it, guys. Jace focuses on each morning's workout. He focuses on helping other people be happier, be more joyful, be fit. How do you get fit? Follow along with Jace. And that's, everything's happening right there from that state of gratefulness, from his own state of being happy and being fit. If Jace was if he wasn't grateful for what he had, if he wasn't grateful for his own body and being fit and being healthy, being happy, he wouldn't be able to project it. He wouldn't be able to have that effect on other people. If he was miserable, it would reflect that. Jay says he only focuses on us. That's the key. That's the message I try to have for my live streams, no matter how it unfolds, no matter how it happens, is am I coming from a place of joyful surrender, where I don't have an agenda. I'm just trying to love my way through it, each moment of the live stream, to varying degrees of success. Sometimes it flows naturally and easily. Sometimes I'm confronted with an opportunity to view my own reaction and projections. It's an important thing for me to always consider that if someone shows up with a message that I don't like, it's never about them. It is, why am I projecting that upon myself? And what can I do to change it? So if I'm viewing it as an attack, it's always going to be an attack. If I am projecting an attack, I'm always in that position where I have to defend myself. However, if I let go of those defenses and I don't view anything as an attack, then my defenselessness becomes my power. So well done, Jace. That's awesome. What is the plan for the rest of the day, guys? For me, it is 5:11. I'm going to get ready soon, take my morning walk, get out in nature. The sun won't be up till, I think, I'm going to let you know exactly when the sun's going to come up. One second. The sun will be up at 6:09. A month ago at this time, it was coming up at 5:30. Um, Absolutely love when the sun rises a little bit earlier. It means when I start my 5 o'clock-ish, 5:30 or so walk, um, I'm getting those first rays of light. 6:09, the sun's coming up. It's also busier outside. There's more runners, there's more walkers playing music, um, heavy footsteps, conversations. And when I go out in the morning, I love that solitary time. As I mentioned before, in the mystical traditions of the world, this is the hour of God. It's not an actual time measured hour because it's timeless itself. God can't be measured in the concept of time. How do you measure eternity with time? Absolutely impossible. With God being eternal, we only have this moment because this moment itself is eternal. Um, but in the yogic traditions, it's called Brahma Muhurtai, the hour of God, the hours of God, and it is loosely held about an hour and a half or so before the sun comes up to about 45 minutes or so after the sun rises. It's the most sacred time of the day. But it goes across all traditions, not just yogic. This is when those are the hours that the Gregorian monks get up and they start chanting. That Buddhist monk get up and they start reciting the Heart Sutra. Jay says, another nice sunny day here. I'm taking Xena shopping. Another new collar. Awesome. To my experience, you can never have too many collars. William says, hey, Yogi. William, how are you? So yes, somewhere during these hours, there is Buddhist monks chanting the Heart Sutra. There are Gregorian monks chanting the holy name of God. There is yogis deep in meditation or chanting Hare Krishna, Om Namah Shivaya. And there is me walking outside in nature. I like to introduce my own mantra as I'm walking, not continuously so, but at odd moments of deep appreciation. The mantra being Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And it's just a moment of praise of all that I've been given. Jace says, it's nature's wake-up call, a natural cycle. Absolutely. Jace was waving at William. William says, Jace, hello, Jace, how are you? Appreciate you guys joining me for this time. Even though it's a different time for you, we are still, all of us, held in this single moment of our conversation. It's the same time for all of us. The hour is different, but the time itself remains right now. Jay says, William, I feel good, brother. The workouts are getting easier. Time to raise the bar again. Progress. That's how to do it. I'll be starting my own workout in, 5 o'clock? About 2 hours. I'll do my walk first. I'll have breakfast. I'll do a warm up. My warm up, I do a little bit of Qigong. I do some joint mobility. I do a little bit of weighted joint mobility, and then I start my workout. William's struggling, bussing. What do you mean bussing? Cody says, hi there, William Hart. William says, I started watching Sister's dogs last night, but they didn't leave the trip yet. Are they leaving today? Let's see. William says, hey to Goldie. Jay says, Eric, the moment is always, you're not only in the head, but also very much in the heart. We have never met. Same goes for the family. Absolutely. It's the heart center that connects us. It's the single mind, the singularity of the mind that connects us. It's the thought. It's the thought itself that introduces the concept of time. So I always go back to the self-inquiry offered by Brian Cady. Without the thought of, okay, it's 5:16. Without the thought of 5:16, what is time? Without the thought of time, when am I? Without the thought of this location, where am I? Getting rid of that thought. Without the thought of distance, where's our connection taking place? Jay says, one more to join, I think. William says, I hope so. Oops, sorry, I missed the comment by William. Struggle busing is relational to growing up eating struggle meals to get by. I don't understand the busing. Struggle busing is relational to growing up eating struggle meals to get by. William says, I hope so. So, William, we can talk about that in the afternoon live stream if you're around. If you're not busy, you can always send me a message too, and we can chat via text. It ties in though to what we are talking about now. Jay said, I had to explain affinity to my mother, told her to close her eyes and picture darkness. She agreed that there was no boundary and understood the thought. Nice. Hey, Jay, sometime let's do the Douglas Harding headless experiment. Douglas Harding was a British architect and mystic. Passed away in 2007 at the age of 96, but has many, many, many pupils, including me, that practice the headless way, realizing our own headless nature. When you realize that, and you can't fail but realize it when you look, you come face to no face with our own infinite nature. We come face to no face with eternity. We see our own capacity existing as no thing, no thingness, and yet being the primordial source of everything in existence itself. And we see it in an instant. Let's see. William says it's just a turn of phrase. Interesting. I never heard that before. Jay says, are you up for a few dual streams maybe? I am. Do you have live stream? Goldie has mentioned that the way to do the dual streams is through StreamYard. StreamYard is what I'm thinking of. Maybe Nightbot too, I'm not sure. I don't know anything about it. According to my phone, I can invite someone through email if I have their email address. Jay, send me a message and we'll work out the details on how to do it. It's an amazing discovery, our own headless nature. And when we see it, nothing is ever the same. Now we live beyond the duality of concepts, and we enter our own non-dual nature that allows for duality to exist. So we still see this cup is over here, and I'm over here, and yet at the same time, the cup is within the capacity of my own nature itself. Squirrel Sniper says, Grand Risings. Squirrel Sniper, I was thinking about you earlier. How's the tooth? William Hart says, oh, that would be incredible. I would love to see a dual stream, and I can help you set up if you're interested. I am, and I appreciate that offer, William. Only StreamYard. Walking with Goldie says, nope, only StreamYard. That's what she had mentioned with before, StreamYard. Thank you, Goldie. Jace gives a salute to Squirrel Sniper. William says I would not even need StreamYard. Wow. Goldie says hi to Squirrel Sniper. Squirrel Sniper says it's hanging in there. So what do you think? You gonna give it a yank? Goldie says, William, if you do a live collaboration with Eric, one of you needs to set up StreamYard. Jay says you can do it on YouTube now. It's easy to set up. So you can do it on YouTube, but is it still projected on, or you can do it on YouTube now? It's easy to set up. Okay. I'm on the fence with getting StreamYard. Jay says, Squirrel, what bothers it exactly? Literally, it's hanging in there, as he said. Cody says, but I'm quite ignorant, so you might have right, William. Well, we'll dive in. We'll find out. William says, I use OBS to capture and manage all my live streams. I can manage inputs anywhere. I do not need StreamYard. All of that went over my head. You guys might have heard, no matter where you're located in the world, you might have heard that whoosh noise. That was everything that William said going over my head. Squirrel Sniper says he's pretty good with pain management control. It's my fang. It's attached by half a nerve. Squirrel Sniper would have made an excellent ultra runner. Ultra running is all about pain management. Checking in. How do I feel right now? Don't worry about how you might feel. How do you feel right now? And then take the next step, and the next step, and the next step, and then review. How do I feel right now? What can I fix? What's occurring right now? Do I have a blister? Fix it. Am I hungry? Eat. Am I dehydrated? Do I need Electrolytes take care of that now, and then you take the next step. And before you know it, you've done 100 miles. William says for OBS, don't even know what that is. William says, Squirrel Sniper, welcome. Hello and welcome. Greetings from Squirrel Sniper to everyone. William says, remind me of when people record planes flying over the fence near the airport. Oh, yeah, the whole whoosh. Squirrel Sniper says, I sweat out the pain, usually with work. William says, I will do my best to help anyone get set up if I know what they are trying to do. I'm technical support. Awesome. Jace says, Squirrel Sniper, get a shoelace, tie it tight, and make sure the pool is clean. It will come straight out. Then get a compression on it for 15 minutes to stop the bleeding. Then no smoking or food for 6 hours. Salt water rinse every 4 hours to keep it clean for a few days. A big ouch across the board. Gordy says, okay, now I need some info. Electrolyte without sugar. What do you mean, Goldie? Jay says that last one, but one comment is going to be my issue. That's my pain control. The smoking? So, just a reminder, if anyone wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it is much appreciated. It's a nice gesture as well. It pleases the algorithms. And YouTube, all about the algorithms. For YouTube, for me, it's all about reaching out, helping other people. Let's see, William says some regular sea salt is a small pinch, plenty of electrolytes with some water. Jay says, Squirrel, the smoking is the most important, but don't get it infected. The pain will be 10 times worse. I can imagine. Oh, Goldie says, like every Wednesday, I'm fasting, but I usually drink vitamin water. That sadly is sweet. Oh, so you're looking for electrolyte without sweetener, without sugar? Squirrel Sniper says, I can pretty much twist the tooth 90 degrees. Well, I may just wait another 24 hours for the nerve to die down. Hey, if the roots are still connected, maybe you could save the tooth. Set it in place. Squirrel Sniper says it's not bleeding and hasn't so far. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe yanking it isn't the answer. You still got to be careful with infection, that's for sure. Roy says, very nice to Goldie. Goldie says, I would like to use something else to keep my minerals and vitamin without sugar. This Roy was offering a brand, LMNT, if you want a brand. Nice. Let's see if that's available in Romania. You could probably make your own. Maybe just water with a very small, doesn't take much. because you're only going for a day. So you won't lose, even though it is hot and even though it is, you're working hard, um, you won't drastically lose too much electrolytes, but you still want to be able to um, do your best to keep it even. Maybe a pinch of Himalayan salt. Taste this scroll. Get it out, brother. Pain will stop. Just do it. You will feel better. Web says to save a hype, sea salt is not quite as effective, but save a lot of money. Jay says, no chance collagen fibers hold the gum to the tooth. They have died. Get it out. Gold says, out of what? Out of his mouth. Jerry says, Jerry's here. Hey. Look who's in the house. How are you, Mr. Eric? I'm doing good, Jerry. We're just going to talk for another minute or two. I'm going to head outside and take my walk. Goldie says, hi there, Jerry. Jerry says, hi to Goldie. How are you doing? Squirrel Sniper says he has some cooking brandy that will probably do the trick with a pre-pull mouthwash. Just be careful how much you swallow. It becomes more than just a mouthwash. William says, so Jerry, pleasure to meet you. Hey, you haven't met Jerry before? Jerry is a talented young writer living in India. If you guys visit him on Instagram, and you get to see all of his writing. I'd love to see him do on his community page, posting some of his writings. But again, Jerry is very, very talented. He's succinct. As few as the words possible to convey the most emotional impact, which takes a whole lot of talent. You got to find just the right word. Goldie's having lunch sushi. Nice. Welcome to Goldie says electrolyte made at home with what? That's a good question. Goldie says electrolyte at home is just a little salt. I'm confused. Forgive my misunderstanding, Goldie, or not to me. That's what I was thinking. Himalayan salt, just a pinch of salt. If you want to save a little bit of money, it doesn't take much. Of course, sodium's not a complete, electrolyte, but you could also always take, make sure you take a multivitamin, so at least you're getting your minerals. But over the course of just a day, the only real important electrolyte that I would worry about would be sodium. I know ultra runners who've gotten through 24-hour races, 100-mile races, without worrying about their electrolytes at all. So I think you could get by with just a pinch of salt. And it doesn't even have to be every time. So we get some greetings. My cat's meowing at me. My cat is reminding me it's time for me to go for a walk. Goni says, I love pickled ginger to snack on as a palate cleanser. Nice. I love ginger. Jay says, I have a crazy dog living in my arm. Be right back. Yeah, I have a cat nudging me. All right, guys, it's almost 5:35. I'm going to get outside. I'm going to get my walk in. I'll be back 1 o'clock. It's a few hours from now. If anyone is around and want to come by, we can continue the same conversation. We can start a new conversation. Definitely need to talk to William more about how we can do a dual live stream. As I mentioned, Douglas Harding, um, The Headless Way. You can find his experiments on YouTube through Richard Lang. Just put in The Headless Way or Headlessness. It's a beautiful way of seeing our own nature. It's Satori, a Zen awakening. Happens just like that. Cody says, thank you for a lovely live and chat. Well, thank you. Appreciate you guys joining me in the morning. William says they get different kinds of flaky finishing mineral salts for cooking. So I get a small assortment, and they can sometimes contain a little more minerals than regular sea salt. Nice. Hey, maybe this afternoon you could present that to Goldie, or send it to me, and I can send it to Goldie. So, guys, I'm heading outside. I'll see everyone later. Again, this was verse 64 of the Tao Te Ching. We have 17 more days to go, and we're at the end, and then we'll dive into something else. Let me know what you guys want to see. Our friend Night Watch is here, just in time to say hi, just in time for me to say goodbye. The wife says, enjoy your walk. Thank you, everyone. Definitely thank you. I'm going to see you guys later. Take care.